Welcome to the Blissful Badger and the Skaventide box to battle ready. So, we have a new edition of Age of Sigmar. Oh yeah. Of course. Air in the box. Plus models. So, I have some Stormcast, and I have some Skaven, and now I have more. So, I've done many paint jobs on models, and I've purchased a lot of launch boxes and starter boxes and regular models and all of that stuff, and today I'm going to start building Skaventide. Yeah, just a few rats in here. So, let's get started. I'm looking forward to this, so... Nice big box. A lot of models. I'm sure people have seen this part on screen enough times. Alright. Squeaky chair. Alright. Nice poster. This one doesn't actually have a whole lot of holes in it like a lot of the other ones I've had. Alright. Let's see. Crinkle, crinkle. Sorry. So, some bases and some more bases. Useful, but not exciting. But look at all these models. Alright. We have the Rat Ogres. The Vindicators. 2 different hammer options. That's pretty cool. Another set of 5. Yes. Yes, it has 50 rats in here. 40 of which are clan rats. We have the cool wings on the new flying dudes. These are definitely an upgrade from the old ones. We have 3 Giselles. I really like the backpacks on these guys. Alright. We have the rat riding a rat. And the rat on a cart being pushed by rats. We have the Gracier, I think. Nope. That might be the Gracier? I don't know. Some rat heroes and some Stormcast heroes. The big Stormcast riding the Griff of some sort. Oh yeah. These are going to be the Remembrancers and Stormcast that, and the really cool dude with the torch. Okay. And then we have 20 clan rats. 20 more clan rats. Because more. All the rats. And the pieces of terrain. These are nice heavy-duty pieces of terrain. And I'm also going to build these up and paint them. Reclusians, yes. Alright. And then another of the posters. This one has a few little dents over here from a sprue. Same up here. That looks like it's being faded a little bit. Whoa! And I went sideways. Excuse me. How did I hit that? Alright, let's see. Can I get that repositioned? Go. Box is so big, I hit things. Yay. Alright. Haha. I'm sure my Skaven will win, right? Some more bases. More bases. Oof. Here's the weight from the box. And let's see. I can feel that these are books, so let's see. All right. Open. All right. Alright. Ha. So, General's Handbook, cards, pretty cool. Okay, these are the cards for Spearhead. Here we go. How to build things. That's good to know. Oh, a measuring stick. With Skaven on it. That's pretty cool. Oh, okay, it's part of the terrain. All the bases. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 sprues. Okay. Alright. So this is the instructions on how to build things. That's good to have. Piece of cardboard. Nice board for Spearhead. I like that it has all of the things that you need for Spearhead in it. It's not something else that you have to go buy on top of the box that you got. So that's good. Let's see. Ooh, nice seal. Yeah, well. Okay. Let's see. The core book. Alright. Well, yeah. No dice. That's kind of sad. I guess they had to fill it all with all the books. But, yeah, Spearhead, Fire and Jade. I've looked into it already, and it's pretty cool how it has the different spearheads and then all of the instructions on a second page. So if you know you're playing a specific army, you just have 2 flips and you've got the whole thing. It's pretty nice. So as far as the Disciples of Tzeentch, I think I might have the Magister, but I know I have all the others, so that's pretty cool. But yeah. Okay. So, I have a nice cup of tea and some water off to the side. Oh, that's what happened. I caught the terrain on the camera wire. That's good to know. I will be more careful. Here you go, Julian. That's what it looked like. It's a pretty thick box, too. Yeah, that's pretty cool how it has a 3-inch and a 6-inch ruler right in it. That's cool. This is so much better than the little whippy stick. So, oh, he's cool. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. A lot of cool models right here. So, give me a moment. Alright. To measure how you play, I have to say that Dominion felt really big when it came out, and this does seem to have more. It does have a lot more cardboard and paper in it, though. Like, more than half of the weight is those 2 books. And then it has the mat and everything. So, I don't know if it has more, models on sprue. Yeah, the 4 pieces of terrain and a 3-inch and a 6-inch measuring ruler, which is pretty cool. Okay. I don't know why my phone just decided to go crazy right as I started this, but it is what it is. Alright. So, although I would love to just start with these, there are 40 of them here. I think I'll start with something that's maybe a little bit smaller to finish, just for that forward momentum. So, I think I'm going to go through and start on number 1, the Lord Vigilant on Griffstalker. That seems like a good place to start, right? After I get this done, perhaps I'll swap over to the Claw Lord on somewhere in here. Maybe. Yeah. The Claw Lord on Gnaw Beast. I think that's good, right? Start off with the big guys. So let's see. My lighting likes it better when the paperwork is not in the shot. So let's see. That's the Lord Vigilant. That's more characters. That's the warp cannon. And the big guy. Oop. Come on. Yeah, there are definitely more models in this. I'm just looking at it and like having 40 clan rats, which are the equivalent of the 20 hobgrots. I mean, they added 24 more extra models, but 20 of them are pretty much the hobgrot slitta equivalents. So it's a little bit more model-wise. Julian, I have plenty of my own models to build. And paint. Alright, these are going off to the side for the moment, so that I can focus on these two models first, and these models next. Alright. And I just realized I have not played any music yet. So hopefully that's not too loud. Alright. And yeah. So, Lord Vigilant on Griffstalker. Let's see. I have to say, just on this first piece, there's not very much mold line to need to be scraped. So that's nice. No, I just had dinner. I'll probably be good for a few hours. Probably run out of caffeine before I run out of food. And 5. So, what are other people working on? Anything cool? I just hit the wire again. That's not good. Can I get that to move up? There we go. Ooh, I get to decide between A2 and A3 for heads? Oh, that's such a hard thing to decide. A face. Or a helmet. Yeah. Alright. And A1. There we go. Alright. There we go. Skaventide is the name of the box set that happens to have Skaven and Stormcast Eternals. Yeah, I mean, it has cool, new, wild... Ooh, let me get the zoom. Okay. That's about as much as I get for zoom, so excuse that. But, yeah. It has cool spikes and everything, so definitely... Definitely going for that instead of a face. So if at any time you need the music raised or lowered or something like that, let me know. Yeah, I don't see a single mold line on this model that I need to scrape. This piece, at least. That's pretty nice. There's a tiny bit on the top of the axe. Let's see. So one thing with my test model I did not have any flame on the Stormcast, so I will have to decide what I'm going to paint that as. If I want to go for, thinking maybe blue flame with the color scheme I have, but we're not quite there yet. Hold on a second again. All right. But yeah, like, these are pretty clean. I like them. There's just a tiny bit of mold lines here and there. I remember not too long ago building some termagants from before Leviathan, and they would take about 15 minutes of scraping per model. So and I also like that they're push fit. Hopefully they're better suited than some of the Dominion ones. I remember the connections that you had to go inside the, like, one of the legs went all the way up to the head through a weird twisty bit. It seems like I'll probably need to do a little bit of plastic glue to melt it into place. Yeah, like the arm right here fits into a little, here. There's a little peg that goes into a hole, and then it doesn't require me to glue, but I will probably add a little bit of this just to seal it up, make it a little bit tighter, and clean up these little points where they attach. Welcome, Sean. I'm 30 minutes in and 2.5 bits into building 74 models. Yes, why am I not done yet? How have you been today? Blindfolded Lord. I haven't built that yet. And I don't know which sprue it's supposed to be on, so I'll get to it eventually. This is definitely going to be more of a marathon than a sprint. I mean, to build and paint 74 minis and 4 pieces of terrain, that's going to take a little while. So I'm looking forward to it. I haven't done it before. Oh yeah. I don't expect to be done building the models over the weekend, so if I can, that'll be great, but I've already been up for quite a few hours today. Had a few other things to do before the stream. I'll go as long as I can tonight and build more tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern as well. I don't know exactly when I'll start the stream on Monday. And the only step I'm not planning to film is the actual priming, because I use rattle cans outside. And I'm not going to try to find a way to get my camera setup out there. And I don't think I need to show everyone where I live. So Alright. So this goes here. That's going to be fun to paint with the head in front of it. Oh, it leans forward a bit. And then this part goes on the lower part. But which side? This way? Maybe? Okay. Alright, that tightened up a little bit with the next piece put on. Alright. Step 1A, complete. Alright, step 1B is 4 pieces of the Griftstalker. I also haven't decided on the colors I want to paint the glyphs. I know there's the Griftstalker and Griffhawk, is it? So anyone else working on something? It is very nice not having to scrape all the different mold lines when they're doing a pretty good job of hiding them. And it's just the bits that where they connected to the sprue, and like one little bit right there. Definitely speeds up the process a little bit. Gryfstalker's head. Alright. Now for half of its body. Okay. Alright. There's a little bit of mold line right here. Alright, so this piece and this piece go together. And then it says he goes in like this. Okay. Coming together. I did miss half of step C though, so good thing I'm not done with step D. Let's see. It is this part. And the tail. These are soft. And I just pushed on one of them, so. At least it didn't snap. that's also a sharp little bit. I wasn't aware of it until just a moment ago with my thumb. Alright. Okay. Well, that's definitely a better underside than some of the other models I've seen with undersides. The Griff Rider in Soul Wars has a big open section right there. I don't know if it's just the model I had or actually it's supposed to be that way, but okay, that's cool. Once I get it lined up. Alright. Looks like I have 5 more bits left for this model. Alright. And I might as well cut the head off of the sprue so that it's an empty sprue. And it becomes future Stompa panel. I may or may not have just launched that halfway across the room. It is a problem for future me. I think I got it on the table. I did. Alright, last bit for this model to be cleaned. And spiky shield. Alright, now I have to figure out how to put these all on here. Ooh. Do not push on the head when trying to put this on. Oh, okay. Probably need to put a little bit of glue right here to make the cloak solid. That has a little bit of spring to it. So, a little bit of snip. Okay. Make some of these seams disappear. Oh, of course. It's not my fingerprint, it's just texturing the cloak, right? Alright. Now, I need to get that in without... Alright. Ha. A little bit of glue in there and it just melted right into place. That's good. Alright. There's still a little bit on the head that I can smooth out. The more I can make these disappear now, the easier it'll be to paint it without it showing. So... But I'm also going for battle ready and not, you know, Golden Demon winning, so... I'd say, you know, 80% effort. 90% effort. Make it look good still, but this is still only number 1 out of 74 models, so... Alright. Where is that? There we go. One down for building. 73 more to build. 74 more to paint. But Lord Vigilant on Griffstalker. Completely built. Okay. Unboxing and building one model. Hour and 15 minutes. Alright. Clawlord on Gnawbeast. Please be faster. Alright. Hey, how's it going? I just finished building the first model. And now I'm working on the second one. How have you been? Oh yeah. I mean, it took good 15-20 minutes just to unbox everything and get to the instructions and set everything that I didn't need aside for the night. So, you know, about an hour for one of the major centerpiece models to be built. That's not horrible. I'm not going to say it's, you know, extremely fast, but... Ooh! That's always fun. Primed means they can get painted now. Ooh. I've got a ways to go before I start priming models for this. I'm hoping to have enough built by Monday to prime them so that on Tuesday I can start painting. So that means probably 3 to 4 days of building. I don't know. I don't think I'll have enough tomorrow to prime. But Oh yeah. I mean, the first day is always, oh, that's cool. That's a book. Oh, hey, that has rules for a whole game system right in this one book. Ah. Alright. Well, I'll be building more of these models tomorrow, so... And I think Monday I might actually go for a slightly earlier day for streaming. Or, wow. I can tell I haven't had a lot of sleep today. It's been a long day. I will try for an earlier day on Monday. Yeah. I mean, I did start on some of the larger models, so I expect them to take longer than, say, the 40 clan rats. So... But I also didn't want to start with 40 clan rats, because then it's just building more and more and more of the little guys. Whereas building the two centerpiece leaders is, actually a good number of models by, scale. Maybe not by quantity, but by, presence on the board. Oh, yeah. Whatever keeps the motivation up, right? I'll probably do... Well, I'm going to do this one second. And then after that, I have some more leaders sitting up over there. And I'll see how I feel after I do those. That might be it for the night. I mean, I'm talking maybe 2 hours from now to get through all of that. And then tomorrow, maybe I'll start with the clan rats and try to get through all of those. That might be a good goal. That way I have... I mean, if I can get through all 40 of them tomorrow, that'll be a good bit of the box built. So, I don't know. That's tomorrow. Just make sure you pay all of the bills that you have to pay first. I know it would be fun to just buy models and only models, but there are requirements in life beyond that. Okay. I've found that most of the Skaventide models, well, I mean all two that I've worked on so far, don't really have very many mold lines. So I have to clean up where I cut off of the sprue, but there's very few areas that actually need to be cleaned up beyond that. So that is a nice little bit. Nice perk. I still have to look at it, make sure there's nothing to scrape, but the pieces are going together a lot faster than usual, which is nice. Like, from here where I just had to, where I snipped it off, to here where I snipped it off, there's not a single bit that I have to scrape over that whole mouth area. So I don't have to lose any of that detail. I don't have to fiddle with getting into tight corners. Like, the tail and the back of the, well, the front of the leg needed a little bit of work, but the rest of this piece was pretty good. Alright. Leg is connected through the hole. That's cool. This piece goes onto here. Huh? Oh, like that. So far, I'm on my second piece, well, the second model of this box, and I haven't looked at more rat bits. But it's Clan Molder, but that's pretty cool. Give me a minute and I can look through the book and see if there's any extra stuff. Let me see. All right. Yeah, this was only step 1 of the Claw Lord on Knobbeast. So, alright, let me see. Are there any choices? Choices. Alright, Claw Lord on Knobbeast does not have any choices. The Grey Seer does not have any choices. The Warlock Engineer does not. The Rattling Warp Blaster does not. That's sad. there are variants of rat ogres for 26. There's a flamer or a claw. But that looks like the only option. So yeah, it looks like the Rat Ogre has the option of Flamer or Claw. I'm guessing it's a Flamer. There are two variants of the Giselle champion. A champion or a regular rat. Looks like other than a leg, they're pretty much a whole different model. So that might be cool. Might be able to get 3.5 Giselles out of a box. So that would be cool. And then... oh, there are different head options for the clan rat leader. 3 different heads up there. The standard bearer and musician are half of a rat each. Don't know if that'll be something that we can kit bash or not, but there is the option to how you're building them. That's a cool rat head for Scryer. But overall, yeah, it doesn't look like there's a whole bunch of different random bits. A few. More than I'd actually expect in a push fit kit, but not as good as all of the shield or hammer options for all of the liberators. They have, I think, 13 hammers in a box of 5, or for 5 guys. So that's kind of wild. But more bits than I was expecting, so that's cool. Okay. 5 and 6, and then 7 and 8. Oh, hey, that's pretty cool. That could probably work. There are a lot of different heads for the clan rats, so there might be several that can be used. My plan is to start with the clan rats tomorrow. So I should know how many random extra bits there are once I've built them up, I wanted to start the day off right with all of the big leader models and some of the other heroes, and tomorrow start with the largest of the hordes. And then if I can get through 40 models tomorrow, I might go into more of them, but I figured that would be a good start to the weekend and building up this whole kit. It also looks like most of the clan rats are two pieces. It's a left and a right, and they go together. So if they clean up fast, they shouldn't take very long to build. More rats. I mean, honestly, because I have the two Verminous Host and the Vanguard box and the clan rats that I got off of, someone else secondhand, I could probably field a fairly large old world force now. Except that they're on round bases instead of square. One list that I was thinking about building for Age of Sigmar, I have to try it at least once, is a Claw Lord, which I don't know, I'll have to find a way to do that. I don't have one right now. But with 4 units of clan rats, and then a Grey Seer with 3 units of clan rats, and then a Grey Seer with 2 units of clan rats and a unit of plague monks. And that is 203 rats in a 2,000 point army. So yes, it is called Rats, More. 203 rats. I'm sure I could probably find a way to squeeze a few more rats in there, but I only have one model out of that missing out of my collection, so I just need to build them all and paint them all. Yeah, that's true. I would not be against playing Old World with my Age of Sigmar models. I just don't need to be going out and buying yet another force to play another game. I do need to start getting more of my things done and not buy as many. It is getting a little bit out of control. So I need to rein it in just enough. Almost enough rats, right? Yes. Before they released the points and I saw how many points the clan rats were, I was originally planning on doing 200 clan rats and then a gun line behind them. But they upped the clan rats from 100 points for 20 to 160 points for 20. And that's way too much. They just went way too crazy, so hopefully they'll go down a little bit more. I mean, Plague Monks cost less than Clan Rats right now. So that seems like maybe a typo. Maybe they were meaning to hit the 0 and hit a 6 instead. It's nowhere near it on the keyboard, but you never know. So, I have to try a horde list at least once with Skaven, once they're all built. But yeah, I mean, how can they expect clan rats to be 8 points a model? I mean, oh, that's so expensive. So, yeah, I need to I need to actually build and paint them all, but you know, I can think about that army versus, you know, I'm sure a whole lot of people will play rat ogres, storm fiends, and Jezzails, and just go with that, right? You know, I don't think I'll hit 12,000 points. I think I've updated the point values on my spreadsheet, but I'm not gonna pull it up right this moment. I know I have at least 6,000 points. But I'm sure by the end of the year they'll have a Christmas box set with all of the new models that haven't actually been shown off yet. And I'll have to get some more. That big rat abomination thing, not the Hell Pit abomination, but the one they announced that has the little dude stuck to the side. I'm not really a huge fan of that one. The aesthetic's just not there for me. That doesn't mean I won't find a way to build something that fits that kind of theme. But that particular model, I don't know. If I end up with one in a Christmas box set or something, I'll build it. But I'm not going to go out of my way to buy one. How about that? It's not, like, disgusting in my mind. It's just not as nice. But yeah, you know, if the Skaven win this, we'll see the models faster. Okay. Well, if I built the rest of my Skaven army out, I would have 9 Storm Fiends, which are the big guys. Storm Vermin are the small guys that are similar to Clan Rats. So. And I realized I am dehydrating, so. So, gotta keep drinking the tea, gotta keep drinking the water. Alright, how does this go together? This piece, that piece. Alright. I love push-fit models. Usually. When they're designed right, they're really nice. Like, for him, for his cloak, I used a little bit of the plastic cement, but I only had to use it in two different places. All right, rat head, shoulder. That goes here. Okay. And there. I want to push that a little bit. All right. And then... Ooh. Plunk. What seam? I don't see a seam. This Gnaw Beast is cool. I might want to seal up that a little bit if it doesn't get covered. Alright. Alright, this says to put it on a base. I'm not going to do that yet. But it does say to clean this up. Since some of my clan rats are already on cobblestone and some of them are on mud, I plan on doing most of this set on a mixture of cobblestone and mud. So it looks like the other two sides of the force are kind of converging in that central area where, you know, cobblestone and mud would converge. I don't know. Words. And this base actually has larger than normal, more flagstone looking, or brick or stone, but it works. So it's pretty cool. Oh, I'm not saying that, you know, I'm against 12,000 point armies. I almost have 12,000 points of Tyranids. And I think like 2,000 points are painted and none of them are based. So... But because these all have the hex lock into the base bottoms, the little pegs and everything, well, this doesn't. But because they have that kind of attachment, I'm going to roll out some cobblestone as a sheet, and then I'll break it up along the little stones and use them as basing material instead of making the whole base and then just gluing them on. So that's my basing plan for the Skaven, at least. And I'll probably do a similar look, but with flagstone instead of cobblestone for the Stormcast, just for a slight variation. And they might have a different muddy, you know, instead of a muddy texture, they'll have, I don't know, maybe dirt. I don't know. Alright, now I get to build the Clawlord part. Okay. Which is the rest of the stuff on this sprue. Yeah, I have almost 12,000 points of Tyranids, and about 1,500 points of it is Legends. So it doesn't matter. They're really cool models. I did catch that piece. Second sprue cleared off. Somewhere back that way. I mean, they're still really cool models. It's just that you have to figure out, well, okay, how many points do you want to run it as? And, you know, some of them still have point values. Some had point values not too long ago. But, you know, how many points do you want to actually run them, and do you want to follow the last rules that were published, or do they not work in the current edition? You know, they're still cool models. But I do still need to paint them up. Unlike my Skaven, who I do have 20 painted Legends models. Thank you. It's okay. I can still use them as other models. It's just I'm sad about my gutter runners not being there. I had fun building those. I mean, kit bashing them. I can't really argue that much. They were just 10 clan rats that I chose different weapons for and painted differently. But, you know, I still painted them. I'm still thinking they'll release more of them, so... We haven't seen the battle tome yet, so... We'll see what's there. I mean, Storm Vermin were... I don't know. There's a few models that I'm kind of questioning still. Like, the Scryer Acolytes are now Acolyte Globadiers, I'm guessing? Based on the point value sheet that we got. I'm guessing that that's the same model, just different name. And last I checked, those are still metal models that you order one at a time. So I'm pretty sure that those are going to get redone in plastic. But, yeah. I mean, I still had fun building them. I still had fun painting them. I mean, my plague sensor bearers were also kit bashed and are legends right now. So, I mean, I also kit bashed 3 Giselles, and hey, guess what? There are new models for that, but they are actually still playable. So not all of my kit bashes are no longer available. Yeah, I mean, I still enjoyed making them, and I think I could still use them as something else, but I did put both of those on 32mm bases, thinking that elite rats would be on bigger bases. So, I don't know. Once all of the models for the force are released, we'll see what I can run them as. Because most of my opponents are pretty open to kit bashes and conversions and even a little bit of proxying. One of the people at the game shop I go to runs a Hell Pit Abomination as, I think, a Great Unclean One, or one of the other demons. So it's really cool. I've seen Storm Fiends being run as what is it? Nurgle. Oh, what are they? Nurgle something or other. The things, if you don't kill them fully, they re-heal at the end of the phase or whatever. That I've fought them 2 or 3 times. All I know is they are Skaven and they look cool. And usually die. Yeah. I mean, if you have the model already and it's the right size, just play it. I love the little revolver right here. That's so cool. It's just so cool. Kind of a pepper box look to it. Okay. Oh, this piece looks fun. Another of those neck squiggly lines into wherever it attaches. All right. So this goes here. Okay. That's weird. And then the leg attaches on the other side. They made a little ledge right here so you could push on it. Otherwise it wouldn't go together. Okay. That's okay, I guess. Well, that snapped right in. Come on. Change color. Brighten? Ah. And that goes right there. So I could theoretically paint these two as different pieces. But that is Model 2. Built. I now have the two large centerpiece models built. So yeah. Okay. Two centerpiece models built. Going to take a tea break and look at the right page for the Grey Seer and the Warp Lock. Yeah, I'm gonna build those two next. So a little bit of stretch, a little bit of liquid. Alright. Get to the next page in the booklet. Stand up. Alright. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. I don't think I'll be going beyond this tonight. And I do plan on doing a whole bunch of clan rats tomorrow. So, hopefully that's where I'm at. Where is 18? Okay. 19, 20, 21. Alright. This is the gray seer. This gray seer has nothing on my gray seer. Hello. How are you doing tonight? This okay is good, I guess. I do like the new rats. So far, I have built, in the last 2 hours, the 2 large centerpiece models. And I definitely like the way that the Claw Lord goes together compared to some of the old models that I've got. The Plague Monks and their mold lines are... I don't even know if mold line would be the right word anymore. They're mold slip. So, yes, new rats is nice. Oh, okay. I mean, I understand that. I have a few friends that are in that kind of position where if you're if you're managing that, you know, okay, I understand. So, so I'm guessing you scratch build a bunch of stuff? I have to say that Skaven are my favorite faction for Warhammer. They are the faction that I have the most models painted for. Oh, that's pretty cool. The only other army I have 1,000 points battle ready is my Disciples of Tzeentch, and I do have the Stormcast and Cruel Boys from Dominion, but I have not finished painting any of them yet. Well, I have one painted Stormcast so far, and that was, what, a week or 2 ago when I was testing out color schemes for this set. So that's roughly what my Stormcast are going to look like from this set. And I don't have a particular theme for my Skaven. I just like painting them however it feels right. Why is the lighting not fixing itself? Brighten? Maybe? Maybe? What if I hold it down there? Whatever. But and then I have, green and yellow and fabrics different on each of the units. Okay, go back on the shelf. I don't want to bump into you. There we go. But yeah, the two I have 1,000 points painted or more are Skaven and Disciples of Tzeentch. And then the Stormcast, I have the one as a template. And the Cool Boys, I have half of the pot grot painted. But I did only get the Dominion boxes like a little over a year ago. So right around when I decided that I was going to collect and build and paint Skaven. And I like the idea of having 4 armies for a game, just in case someone wants to play and they don't have one. I have the extra, but it does mean I have more models to paint and get battle ready, so and I also have a ton of 40k armies and about a dozen other game systems or board games or whatever. So I've never attempted to start to finish a single launch box, so this one seemed like the right one because it was Skaven and Stormcast. So, and hopefully the motivation sticks around the whole time and maybe even goes to another launch box that I've already purchased. And I just keep the momentum up. Because I do get a lot built and painted. I just don't always focus on a single project. So. But yeah, these don't have very much mold line to clean up, so it's just where I snipped them off the sprue and a few here and there. So these aren't actually going together too bad overall. All of your units in Peregrine warsuits, or are you gonna have some penitent engines as well? Cool. I actually used some of the... Oh, what are they called? What are they called? the Arcoflagellants, I think. I used some of their weapon arm things as kit bash fodder for my own Necron flayed ones. The whip coil things look really cool on Necron models. I don't actually think I've even played against a sister's army, which does seem a little bit weird to me. I know there's at least 2 players at the shop I go to, but I don't think I've ever had the game against them. I might have to actually challenge one of them. Okay. Now I just have to assemble this guy. Where does that go? Oh, okay. Over the shoulder. That makes sense. bringing heavy hitters like that usually help a somewhat squishier army. Not that Warsuit forces would be as squishy. If it's anything like fielding a whole bunch of sentinels or dreadnoughts, that's probably on the better option. Hey, Model 3 built. Only 71 more to go. Oh yeah. So my goal is to finish this sprue, or at least most of this sprue tonight, and then tomorrow when I start, I'm going to start with the clan rats and just try to go through all 40 of them tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Sisters is one of the few armies that I don't have any of. And there's no reason not to. It's just, it's one of the 4 newest. Because I also don't have any World Eaters, Votan, or Genestealer cults. So some really cool models in there. I look at my pile of opportunity and I'm like, yeah, focus on those. And, 74 models that I have in this box that, it's enough to focus on right now. Like, I actually don't own a Vermin Lord for my Skaven army. At some point, I'll probably want to get one of those. Or, 2. Ooh. It's pretty cool. I think my music just stopped. If my computer will load. Maybe? That's pretty cool. Let's see. There we go. All right. So, yeah, I just think it's funny that I just have more and more rats. Like, all of the big things, except for the Plague Priest on Plague Furnace. I do have one of those painted up. I finished that earlier this week. It was the last project I was going to finish before I had the Skaventide box. So I completed that. That was good. And now I just have to get through this thing. But I do find it funny that I have all of the little guys and none of the, like, really big centerpiece models. Yeah. Let me clean this and I will go get it. Alright, so I did not glue the Plague Priest in. He's still separate. And yeah. So I think with the new rules, this is like 340 points. So, this or 40 clan rats. So, it took me like 6 or 7 hours to paint that up. It has so many pieces of metal and the smoke trails and all that stuff. I did several layers to get a decent representation. I could probably learn to do better smoke, but it was good enough. Thanks. One of my goals was to have over 1,000 points of Skaven painted before 4th, and I did succeed in that. I also have 20 painted Legends models now, because my 10 sensor bearers and 10 gutter runners are now no longer viable. At least as those models. And I'm not going to say that they're not going to be viable, because the Space Marine Scouts were also said that they weren't going to be viable anymore, and then they came out with a new 10-man set. So maybe the gutter runners and sensor bearers will just have new kits come out. You never know. Ha. Yeah, I have a second one that's going to be a Screaming Bell. I had the Plague Furnace bits separate, and that's the one I built first. But I do have plans to have one of each. And at some point I'm going to build up my Warp Lightning Cannon. But way too many cool models, not enough time to actually do all of them yet. They all have to take numbers, and one at a time I can work on them. Like, I didn't actually own any Skaven models 13 months ago. Or maybe 14 months, but, 13 sounds better. So, it's still a fairly new army for me. And it has over 1,000 points painted. It is a great hobby. I love that there's so many different ways to enjoy it. Putting more time or less time into painting, the kit bashing, I do still want to kit bash my own Hell Pit Abomination. I have an idea for it. I don't have all of the bits I need for it, and I look forward to that as a centerpiece model eventually. Yeah, it's so much fun to build, paint, hang out, play the game occasionally. When I started the Skaven army, I actually figured that... Okay. I figured that 4th edition was coming soon enough that I didn't actually play any 3rd edition. I figured I'd just learn all the rules when 4th came out. So, now that 4th is out, I do need to read the big book and actually start getting some games in. So... And that is why I have 60 clan rats and 20 plague monks built and painted. Along with 3 Jezzails that I kit bashed, and the plague furnace. And I also built 3 Skaven Gnawholes. I can't really see it very well from the, And for some reason, I forgot to post my Discord link in the, video description. It's in most of my other videos, I just forgot to post it in this one, which is... I'll make sure for tomorrow I have it in there. Oh, was that supposed to go on first? Maybe? Where does that go in? Oh no, it goes through. Okay. But yeah, I have a small Discord that I have links somewhere. Okay. Where does this... Okay. Come on. Four models built. 70 to go. Woo! All right. Vigilant, Dawn, Driftstalker. Is that Veritant. And this is Ruby, right? That doesn't say. I'm guessing it's Ruby. Okay. Let's do this. Welcome back, Julian. One, two, 4, 5, 6. This is a very cool flaming sword. Three and 9. Okay. So, how's your painting going tonight? Well, I'm probably going to call it after I'm done building the Lord Veritant and Griff Hawk, I think it is. Oh, come on, Julian. You have a week and a half. Well, you have just shy of 2 weeks. You need to get that done. I will be back on at 7 o'clock Eastern tomorrow, PM. But I am going to finish the Lord Varen. Bleh. It's hydration time. I'm going to finish this and the Griff Hawk tonight. And at 7 p.m. Eastern, I plan on starting to work on all of the clan rats. So you have another chance tomorrow. You have a lot to go. We can motivate each other to get it done. Dude with the fire sword has a blindfold. If my camera will focus. Camera focus. Focus, please. Come on. Blindfold. Oh, you were focusing. Come on. Too close, too far. Here's an attempt. Will you focus if it's in something? No? It just doesn't want to focus. What if I went like this? That also doesn't want to focus. Oh well. I'm trying. It doesn't want to. Oh. I'll try one more time after the model's done. Sorry, not even on the camera. I can tell it's been 3 hours. That's a cool knee. Armor. Yeah. Alright, this says this stuff goes on here. Arm goes here. Leg goes here. What? Leg goes there. Okay. And then that goes here. Alright. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. The staff goes on before the cloak. So I need to clean this. Okay, there we go. Staff. Ow. There are sharp points on this. Raise your torch, whatever. Come on. Doesn't want to go together. Come on. Why do you not want to go together? Just being stubborn? Okay. They put a spike right here and right here, and then want you to push it directly together. Yeah. Someone at GW has a sense of humor. Okay. Now the cloak goes like that. I've noticed that the folds in the cloaks are the only spots where I've actually had to put any noticeable plastic cement, except for the little bit of space on the knobbies, whatever thing. So it's not horrible. Okay. Now I just have 3 extra bits on him and the Griffhawk. Third sprue cleared. Back there somewhere. I'm actually having fun checking the sprue behind me when I'm done with one. Alright, last couple of pieces. At least for the night. Okay. Now, this goes in this one. And this goes on here. And the griff is complete. Alright. And a shield. Come on. Aha. Oh, that's cool. That shield covers where I thought I would need to do the plastic glue. Smart. All right. I have built 6 models tonight. Come on. Can you brighten? No? Alright. I've built 6 heroes tonight. Hooray! I've built 3 out of the 13 sprues in this box. Alright. But it has been a little over 3 hours, so thank you all for showing up, hanging out with me, as I built my first 6 out of 74. Feel free to stop by again tomorrow. I will be streaming again at 7 p.m. Eastern. And until next time, I hope you find your bit of bliss.